Hello loves, I am Caley Alyssa. Welcome to day 1 of my new spring reset challenge, Cleanse. Today we'll be focusing on a cleansing yoga flow incorporating twisting postures that help bring blood flow to the belly and aid in better digestion. We'll also be infusing some breath into class to get our blood flowing, our lymph moving, and cleanse all of the junk out. Be sure to follow the tips in your free spring reset guide for optimal results over the next 7 days. And make sure that you tag me on Insta at Caley Alyssa and use the hashtag #CASpringReset so that I can follow and share your progress. All right, you guys, let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started on our backs. So come down to a lying down position, pull your knees into your chest. And you can start by just drawing little circles on your low back, so moving the knees around and massaging out your sacral area. And then from here, take your arms out wide to a T shape and turn the backs of your hands down towards the ground. Keep the knees into the chest, and as you inhale, begin to twist the knees over to the left, but don't let them touch the ground. So hover just an inch or two above, and then exhale, come back to center. Good, do it to the right. Lower the knees to the right, hover above the ground, press the left shoulder down into the mat, exhale to center. Do this again, inhale to the left, pushing the right shoulder down, exhale center, inhale right, and exhale center. And again, inhale left, exhale center, inhale right, and exhale center. Okay, go ahead and straighten out the legs. So note that if this is too much with the legs straight, you can go right back to having the knees bent. Same thing, arms wide. This time, think about your feet touching your hands. So as you inhale, keep the legs straight, move them over to the left. Don't let them touch the ground. Press your right shoulder into the mat. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, legs to the right, like your feet could touch your hands. Don't let them touch the ground. Push that left shoulder into the mat. Exhale, center. Inhaling left. Exhale, center. Inhaling right. Exhale, center. Good, one more each side. Inhale left. And exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. All right, go ahead and bend the knees. From here, we'll rock forward and backward along the spine. You can do this a couple of times. So you massage the erector muscles, the back of the kidneys as you move. And then we'll rock and roll all the way up onto the hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. Okay. From here, go ahead and inhale, reach your right arm up and look up to that right hand, twisting your torso. And as you exhale, place the right hand down with your fingers pointed backwards. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, place the left hand down. We'll do this again. Inhaling right arm. Exhale. Inhaling left arm. Exhale. One more time, right? Exhale. And left. Exhale. Good. Keeping the wrist pointed forwards and the fingers back, moving into cat-cow with the breath. So inhale, fill the belly, and as you exhale, contract the belly, round the spine. Again, inhale, fill. Exhale, empty. We've got 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. For 2, inhale. And exhale. Good, last time, inhale. And then exhale, stay in the exhale position. So round into the back body. Good, tuck the toes underneath here. Bring your knees together to touch. And then slowly peel the hands away from the mat as you sit your hips back and down onto your heels here with the toes tucked. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, invert your palms, and reach the arms up overhead. Now take a big in-breath. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Another inhale here. Exhale, twist a little further. Hold in the twist, pull your left hip back and out of the twist. And this will actually intensify it a little bit. And then we'll come to center as we inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, get a little longer. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper to the left. Good. Pull the right hip back. And then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, release. All right. Coming into our first downward facing dog. So keeping the toes tucked, lift the knees off the mat. You can separate your feet to about hips distance. And then go ahead and bend into one knee and then the other. And do that a few times. So you're just pedaling out the feet. And then keep the right knee bent, the left leg straight, and just cross the right knee underneath your body, turning the left heel down. You'll walk your left fingertips a little further away. So really good side stretch here, all the way down the left side body. And then we'll switch sides. So coming back to center, down dog, bend into the left knee, let it cross underneath your body, turning your right heel in, and then walk your right fingertips a little further away. Feel that stretch all the way down the right side body. Good, and then come back to center. All right, good work. From here, we'll start with the left foot, step it up to the top of the mat. So left foot forward. And just be here, come onto your fingertips, lift your chest, keeping that back knee lifted. A couple of breaths in this position. You can wiggle forward and backward along those back toes if you like. So we're moving into our first round of flow. We're gonna take this first round really slow, and then we'll pick up the pace. So from this position, turn all 10 toes to the left side of your yoga mat. And as you do that, reach your left arm up overhead and lift your hips up really high, so you can feel a stretch in your outer hip. And then as you exhale, allow the hips to descend, but not to touch the mat. So you want to feel a stretch now in the outer right hip. And then we'll come all the way up and around, turning over your right shoulder, coming to the back of your mat as you bend into the right knee. And again, you can be on your fingertips here, maybe wiggle a little forward and backward on those back toes. And then from here, all 10 toes turn to the right. Okay, lifting the hips up really high. Feel that stretch in the outer right hip. Big stretch. And then we'll let the hips come down really low, but not letting them touch the ground. All right. And then we'll spin over that left shoulder, all the way back to the left side. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, lift your hips really high. Reach that top arm up. And then exhale, allow the hips to descend. Inhale, spin over your right shoulder. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale here. And as you exhale, turn all 10 toes to the right. Inhale, lift your hips up high. And exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, spin over that left shoulder. Exhale, bend the left knee. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, all 10 toes to the left. Inhale, lift your hips high. Exhale, lower the hips. Spin over that right shoulder last time here. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, turn all 10 toes to the right. Inhale, lift your hips up high. And exhale, allow the hips to lower. Good. Now, turn to the right and stay here. So low lunge facing the back of your mat. Drop the back knee down. Reach your arms up overhead here. So your front knee is going to stack right over your front ankle. Arms reach up overhead. And as you exhale, twist, taking your arms out wide to your sides. So you can drop your hips a little lower. Spread your arms really wide. Wide wingspan. And then allow that left hand to drop down to the mat as the right arm reaches up. Tuck the back toes, re-extend the back leg, and slowly release that right hand down. Spin over the left shoulder facing the front of your yoga mat. Dropping the back knee down, go ahead and reach the arms up, come into that low lunge. And as you exhale, twist to the left. So your wingspan is really broad here, really wide. You're stretching and reaching. You might be able to descend your hips a little lower. Good. And then place the right hand on the ground. Back toes are tucked. Extend the back leg to straight. Breathe here. Big inhale. Exhale to release the hand down and step back into plank position. Take an inhale in plank, and on your exhale, lower chaturanga. From here, we'll come into upward facing dog and just hold up dog for a breath or two, since it's our first one. And as you exhale, press all the way back to downward facing dog. Now from down dog, lift high up onto your toes and bend your knees, pushing the hips back. Keep those hips pressing back. Extend the right leg up. Extend the left leg to straight. And then as you exhale, cross the right knee to the left elbow. Step the right foot down inside of the hand, turning the left heel to the mat, and then windmill your arms open, coming into star pose. So taking the feet wide, turn the feet in towards a parallel position. Arms are really wide here as well. And then take a big in breath. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend the left knee. Good. Inhale, center. Again, bend into the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. One more each side. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Turn the heels in, and as you exhale, lower down into goddess position, or sumo, whichever you want to call it. Good, drop low and bring your hands to your knees. Okay, take a big inhale. As you exhale, allow the right shoulder to twist in. Push inside of that right knee. And then inhale back to center, allowing the left shoulder to twist in. Again, inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, and exhale left. Good. Inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, re-extend the legs to straight, parallel the feet, and we'll come all the way down into a wide-legged forward fold. Now just be here for a moment or two, grabbing the ankles if you will, and then place the hands directly underneath your nose in this fold here, right under the nose. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. And on your exhale, take your right hand to the lower back and begin to twist to the right. Try to twist from your mid-thoracic spine as opposed to your hips. So your right hand is anchoring your hips here and not letting them tilt at all. Pull your low belly in, and then reach your right arm straight out from your right shoulder. It's probably somewhere on a diagonal line, not all the way up to the ceiling. If it is all the way up to the ceiling, you might be tilting your hips. Breathe here for 3. For 2, and 1. Release. Bring that right hand down. Take an in breath. Exhale, left hand to the lower back and twist to the left. So you're rotating on the axis of your spine without tilting. Your left hand is rooting your hips in space. And then from here, you can reach your left arm directly out from your left shoulder. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Release your hands down facing the back of your mat. Sweep the left leg up and back. Big inhale. Exhale, cross the left knee to the right elbow. Stepping that left foot forward. And again, windmill the arms open, come into your star pose. Take an in breath. Exhale, sink down into that goddess position, squatting pose. Good. Now inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Parallel the feet, and as you exhale, left hand to the right foot. Inhale back to center. Right hand to left foot. Again, inhaling center. Left hand to right. Inhale, center, right to left. Good, come back to center on the inhale. Windmill your hands down to the front of the mat. Step your left foot forward, coming into a wide stance with your feet here, about as wide as your yoga mat. And then bend into your knees and come all the way down into a yogi squat. So your heart is lifted, your chest is lifted. If this isn't available, you can lift your hips a little higher to get those heels down on the ground. Otherwise, the hips descend, the chest and the heart lifts. From here, wrap your right shoulder in front of the right leg, taking that right hand behind you and the left arm up. You can stay here or you can bind it, reaching back for that right hand. Gently roll your shoulders open. Don't force anything. Good. And switch sides. Take the left shoulder in front of the left knee, reach the right arm up. Exhale, maybe the hands wrap behind you, bringing it into a bound variation. And gently rolling that right shoulder open. Breathe here. Good. Slowly release the hands down. Lift the hips high and shift forward into a Bakasana crow pose. So you're shifting the weight from the feet into the hands. You might just lift one toe, one foot. You might lift all 10 toes, both feet. Shift your gaze forward, look forward. Hold crow for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, you can step back or hop back right into a chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale and downward facing dog on the exhale. From downward facing dog, inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it forward and come up into a high lunge. Big breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay in the twist, inhale, reverse lunge. Take a big breath. And then exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back to plank and lower chaturanga. Up dog on the in-breath. Down dog on the exhale. Good, left leg inhale. Step forward to high lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to the left. Reverse your twist, big in-breath. Exhale, windmill the hands down, step back to plank and lower chaturanga. Up dog on the in-breath, down dog on the exhale. One more, right leg up, step it forward. High lunge, inhale, twist, exhale. Good, big reverse on the in-breath. Exhale, windmill the hands down and lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg on the in-breath. Exhale, step it forward. Come up to high lunge and twist to the left. Good, reverse your twist. Big inhale. Exhale, windmill those hands down. Step back to plank, lower chaturanga. Upward dog on the in-breath and downward dog on the exhale. Nice work. Now lift high onto your toes, bend your knees, step or hop all the way up, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Good, come all the way up, arms reach overhead. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Okay, so shift the weight into the left leg, pulling that right knee into your chest. And then take your peace fingers to the big toe and extend your right leg out in front of you. So maybe you're somewhere here with the knee bent, maybe the leg is all the way straight. Make sure you're not leaning back. So straighten the standing leg and pull your belly in, leaning forward, right? This tells me you're using your core and not just sitting in your hips. From this position, you can take your left hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of your right foot, and then start to twist, reaching that right arm behind you. Now for an added challenge, you can shift your gaze back to that right arm. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Now for these last couple breaths, can you release the knee or release the foot and hold the position for 3, for 2. On 1, swing the leg all the way back, come back into a high lunge, take an in-breath. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank and lower chaturanga. Up dog on the inhale, and down dog on the exhale. Good, lift high onto your toes, bend your knees, step or hop all the way up top of the mat. Lengthen on the in-breath, and fold, exhale. Inhale, arms reach all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, second side. So we'll shift the weight into the right leg, pulling that left knee into the chest. Find your balance, stand here for a moment. And then we'll take your peace fingers on the left hand, grabbing hold of the left big toe. And then extend the left leg out to whatever is possible for your body. Okay, the leg might straighten, the knee might still be bent. Breathe, stand up tall, pull the navel in. And we'll transition, bringing the right hand outside of the knee or outside of the left foot, coming into a twist. So as you find this twist, pull your right hip out of the twist. So your hips are neutral. And again, you're twisting from your thoracic spine. And if you want to add a challenge, you can shift the gaze over that back left arm. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. We stay in the twist, just simply release the right hand from holding either the knee or the foot, and we hold here, for 3, for 2, and 1. We swing all the way back to a high lunge. So big inhale in high lunge, and exhale, release. Hands down, step it back through a vinyasa here. We meet in downward facing dog. Now from down dog, take your feet, lift high up onto those tiptoes, and look at your hands. We'll land the feet outside of the hands in a yogi squat, all the way up, top of the mat. Okay, we're gonna be moving into a twisting version of crow or side crow. So from here, straighten the legs, fold forward, and just roll all the way up to standing. We'll turn our bodies to one side. So face the left side of your yoga mat, feet together, knees together, and we'll come down into a squatting position. Your heels are lifted. From here, twisting to the right. So I twist my body and place the hands at the top parallel line of my yoga mat. My elbows are going to bend backwards, creating a shelf for my knee to rest on. Again, I lean the weight forward, get heavier in the hands and lighter in the feet. You have the option to extend your legs out wide, straightening right and left. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and on 1, slowly come back to center in your squat. We'll move to the opposite side. So I'll be twisting now to the left. And as I twist to the left again, hands are parallel with the back edge of my yoga mat. I lean forward. The weight leaves the feet and moves into the hands. I can stay here, or I can extend those legs out to the sides. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly release. All right, come back to center in that squatting position. See if you can get really low, feet touching. Interlace your fingers and just roll out the wrists. So a lot of twists, a little bit of balance, all good for your blood circulation. We're gonna get into a little bit of breath work and wind down our practice. So go ahead and drop your knees to the mat. Sit back on those heels. And we're gonna do a dancing camel pose. Just to activate the breath, to open the body after all that twisting and move the blood, oxygenated blood all around. So left hand behind you, lift your hips up, sweep that right arm up, take a big inhale. And then exhale, hips down, right hand down. Inhale, hips up, left arm up. Exhale, hips down, switch sides. Inhale, you get the hang of it. Exhale, side to side, inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, come all the way up. Bring your hands to your lower back. Toes tucked behind you. From here, lift the heart, the chest up. Pull the elbows in. Find supported camel. Hands remain at the low back. Good. And we'll slowly release. sitting the hips to the heels and shifting your hips over to the left, like you're in a little cheerleader asana here. The right leg crosses over the left leg. If this isn't available, you can just extend that left leg out straight onto the yoga mat. And we'll come into a seated twist from here. So reach your left arm up, inhale, and then twist to the right as you exhale. Gaze over the back shoulder. Go ahead and switch sides. So come back to center, unwind the legs, and crossing that left leg over the right. Good. From here, reach your right arm up, inhale, and twist to the left as you exhale. All right, nice work. Slowly release this. Take the legs out in front of you. Good. Arms reach up overhead, big breath in, and exhale, fold forward. So you don't even have to grab your feet in this position. You can just bring the hands down to the ground. Pull the heart, the chest forward. Find extension in your spine rather than flexion. This should feel really nice and balancing after all those twists. Good. And then come up to seated. Take the arms out in front of you. And as you exhale, round all the way down onto the back. Good. From here again, pull the knees into your chest, just like we started. Give a little circles on your low back space. And then cross the right knee over the left knee, coming into cow face pose. So grabbing the outer edges of the feet or grabbing into the shins. Take a couple of breaths here. Switch it. Crossing left knee over right knee. Grabbing the outer edges of the feet or the shins. Good work. We did a lot of twisting of the torso. Now we're just doing a little twisting of the legs. Should feel really good in your outer hip, your glute med area. All right, release that. Take the legs straight. Reach up and grab the backs of the calves, the backs of the ankles, and just give one last little tug of those legs in towards you without bending the knees. And then we'll slowly release down into final Shavasana, resting pose. Take a big breath in, fill all the way up. Part your lips and exhale to release. Okay, loves, that's day 1 of my Spring Reset Challenge complete. I hope you enjoyed this cleansing yoga flow. Comment below or in the community tab and let me know how you are feeling. And if you haven't already, be sure to download your free Spring Reset Guide to enhance your experience and further support you along your journey. Just click the link below. All right, that's it for today. I will see you back here tomorrow for day 2.